Hello everybody, welcome to another video. So today is my favorite plant video, but these are my favorite dark plants and that I have around my home. And I do have mostly all of them are my favorite, to be honest. So I did grab quite a few. And there are other dark plants that I do love. They're just not grown out enough yet, but I may just go and grab a couple more just for you guys to see. I love dark foliage so much, and there's just something about it for me. So I want to go ahead and show you this first one, which is a begonia. I have shown a lot of these, or all of them, on my videos before, but you're going to see them again today. So if you are wanting some dark plants and maybe you don't have some of these that I have and you want to consider getting some of these, then by all means, go for it. So this first one is a begonia. This is the begonia escargot. This is a really, really dark foliage plant. I love this plant as well because it does have the blue iridescence to it. So when you shine a light on it, it does shine blue. It is gorgeous. It is pretty much just black. But as you can see, it is very, very black. And I love the foliage. And it's just so pretty, y'all. There's just something about this plant that I absolutely love. And the contrast between the veination and the black leaves is just gorgeous. So this one is the begonia escargot once again. So if you are interested in this one, I've actually had this plant already for a little while. It does grow pretty quickly. It does well in mild light, like a lower light, but it also does very well in bright light. And of course, it's going to grow like crazy, but it does grow pretty quickly. So this next one here, I do have that I just found that was dried out. My goodness, you'll know because the leaf's all curly. But this one is actually a orchid. This one is the sea turtle orchid, and I love the leaves on it. They're really dark as well. And then they do have that beautiful veination as well on there, that contrast between the dark color. Also, this one was letting out flowers. The flowers did dry out already. But this one is very, very pretty. And I just have this one on my Vincejo shelf, and it seems to be doing really well. My thing is making sure this thing is... it has water because it's in, I do have it in sphagnum moss with some perlite, and it dries out pretty quickly, so I have to keep an eye on it. I do plan on switching it out into some orchid bark here pretty soon that I finally did get today. So I just feel like the orchid is gorgeous. I can't wait to see this one grow. I know it's going to be pretty, I think this one should get pretty big from what I've seen in some photos, and the flowers are just beautiful. I mean, basic white flowers, you can't go wrong with something like that. I do love them. They're really cute. This one was already blooming as well when I did receive it, so it's just a gorgeous plant. So if you do love orchids and you like dark foliage, this is one that I do recommend for you. It's been a pretty easy to grow plant. Just make sure that that it's not going dry on you because the leaves do get curly like this, which, man, I've been so busy lately that I think I just been losing track of a lot of things here lately, but I need to find the groove. Spring is here and my outdoor plants are growing and I have a lot of outdoor stuff to do. So it's like finding or setting out some sort of scheduled thing so that way I can work outside and work inside. So usually what I do though is I work outside during early morning and then come in, shower up and stuff so I don't spread like any kind of pests or whatever to my indoor plants, and then I check all my indoor plants to make sure that they don't need water or whatever. But man, it's been so warm and everything's drying out so fast, and I was so used to kind of letting things go for like a week or so, but now it's starting to seem like I'm having to water way more often than the week, so keeping an eye. So I have my next one here. This one I just barely did receive. Maybe about 3 weeks ago, maybe a month, almost a month. So I guess not barely, but This one is a newer plant. This one is the oxalis triangularis. I absolutely love this one. There is another one that they're selling on the Green Escape that's called the Sunset. It's so gorgeous. It's orange, and I think they say it turns into pink after a little bit, so I'd be real tempted to get it. I just don't know if I want to yet. That one, I really just wanted it for my outdoor plants, but this one's so freaking gorgeous, and I absolutely love this. It's been doing really well. I do have it under a grow light, and it seems to really like it there. I'm sure the more sun you give this plant, the faster it's going to grow. It is very gorgeous. I don't even know if you can see that, but it is a gorgeous dark foliage plant, and the leaves are just stunning. So you got those triangle leaves, hence the name for it. But it is so pretty, and this is one that seems to be doing really well so far, and I haven't had any trouble with it. I do have it in my aeroid mix, and it seems to be fine. Seems to love it. So, and I do always make sure that this one has some sort of moisture to it, and it's not like completely dry, because that one will wilt really easy. I've had it happen to me before, so I just have to make sure that it's got moisture in there all the time. Okay, so for the next one, this one is one of my favorites, like from the beginning. This one is my Micans. I've had this one already for a long time. It's finally like growing pretty big. This one is pretty easy to propagate as well. So if you're wanting to propagate a Micans, it's pretty easy. This one is a well-known plant. But if you are one of the rare ones that does not have this plant, I do recommend this one. This one is super, super easy to grow. And the foliage is just amazing and gorgeous. I saw this and I was like, I have to have that in my collection. So I did get this Micans, and you can see how the leaves and the foliage is so, so dark. I just absolutely this one's my favorite overall. I love anything vining, and this one has the dark foliage with the vining, and it's just perfect for me. So if you don't have one of these, which I think mostly everyone does nowadays, I do recommend this one for sure. Okay, so this is also a well-known one that a lot of people might have already, but this one is my ZZ Raven, I think it is. I mean, you can't go wrong with this one. This one's super easy to take. Oh, I'm dropping water everywhere. This one is super easy to take care of, and definitely a plant that I recommend for like beginners, because this is a plant that can go without water for a while, and it does not even, it don't do anything. It can go without water and it does fine. So if you're one of those that forgets to water your plants, this is one that I would recommend for you. Or maybe you just looking for something dark and you don't have a ZZ, here you go. Or maybe you have all the ZZs, but you don't have this one. But this one's so gorgeous. I absolutely love this one. I have it on top of one of my cabinets, and it seems to be doing okay. It would grow more if I had it in the sun more, or in like a higher light, but this is in a low light area. It's just crazy. It actually grew like one tiny little leaf in the low light area, but it's so pretty. I do have another begonia here, and I always forget the name to this begonia, so I'll just put it on the screen. But here is a cane begonia. I do love this begonia because of the foliage as well, and it's got really, really dark foliage. I always look at this one, it kind of reminds me of the Fanny Moser, or a bunch of other ones really, because they have so many cane begonias that kind of look similar. So, but this one is so, so gorgeous. Like I say, I do love the contrast between the begonia colors, because they're just stunning, and you will not be disappointed with this plant. This one is so far a pretty easygoing plant. I do have this one now in a self-watering pot. Just figured it was better because this one was consistently drying out on me, and decided to just get a self-watering pot for this one. so that way I can make sure that it always has water. And here's the other side. I do have a leaf that's drying out there because that's my fault when it was always thirsty. And that's what happens with this one. If you let it go thirsty, it dries out. So, but this one has really been a pretty easy plant to take care of. I cannot complain about this one. I think out of all of them, this one in my Immaculata has been the easiest. So yeah, if you're looking for a pretty good, easygoing cane begonia and you want some dark foliage, I do recommend this guy right here. It looks sinister as well. It's got those sinister type leaves. It's just amazing. Begonias are so cool. They're just so cool. I can't get over how awesome and how colorful they are and how dark and sinister they can look at the same time. Okay, so this next one, I don't know. I feel like this one isn't doing so well ever since I put it over here. I'm just thinking it doesn't like the new location, because when I had this one in my room, it was doing amazing and looking so beautiful. And also I repotted it with another free plant that I did get in of the same one, and the other one died because it was already looking messed up anyways from the trip, and it didn't survive. But I don't know. I may have to move this one or whatnot to back to the room, or just try it out in a different spot. I mean, the leaves are still pretty firm and good, but they're just not as happy as they once were. So I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do with this one and go from there. And for some reason, I can't think of the name of this one. Purple Passion. That's what this is. The Purple Passion. I did get this purple, well, I can't even talk. I did get this Purple Passion plant for free from the Green Escape whenever I was on one of their lives. They do free giveaways every live, and this was one of the ones they were giving out for free. And I think it's really pretty. I can't say it's one of my favorite ones just yet. I think once I get it to grow better than what it's been growing, it probably will become a favorite of mine. But I do absolutely love the foliage of this plant, especially when they're a lot healthier than what they look right now. And then it's got that furry purple to it and the dark foliage as well. So I do consider this something that is a dark, really cutesy plant that you may like. But I don't know. I really do like this one, don't get me wrong, but right now it's just looking sad. And so I don't know what's going on with it, but I may just put it back in the room and watch. It'll start probably doing better, because plants don't like when you move them sometimes. And I'm pretty sure this one got disappointed that I moved it. So I may just put it back there so that way it can start hopefully getting back into its healthy growth. But I do believe this one is gorgeous. I don't even know if you can see that when the light goes across it, you can see all the purple hairs that are on it. It's real velvety, so the velvet hairy part of the leaves is purple, and it's just so cute. But yeah, the Purple Passion. And I do have another one here. It is kind of dark, but over time I think the outside of the leaves do turn pink. I did just receive this one as well a few weeks back. Right now it seems to not be doing good as well, because I forgot to water this one. Like I said, I've been really busy lately, so but I just did water it right now, and it still looks pretty good. It is a fairly new plant that I have received, so it hasn't grown too much yet. But this one is a peperomia. I can't really say the name to it, so I will post it on the screen. But it is a darker leaf plant, and then when it does mature a little bit more, or the sun hits it some, it does get like pink on the outer edges, like a lighter pink with the dark in the middle, and I just thought it was really gorgeous. And so right now it's just dark all the way through. It's got this purplish dark look to it. So I think it's really pretty. So peperomia and me have a love-hate relationship. I don't know what's going on. I have my watermelon that's not doing very well anymore. Um, but I also have some others that are doing amazing. So I keep trying them out in hopes that I can find the right one that will love me. But apparently, um, what I'm doing is not a good thing. So I let this one dry out and then water it again. And maybe with my other ones, I was pouring too much water and it was sitting in the water. So I'm assuming that's what the problem is going on. This one is just dried out. This one completely dried out on me. So I do know that's what the problem with this one is. But my other one, my watermelon one, I'm assuming it was just sitting in water for too long. And that's why it looks sad. Because I do see some new ones that are growing out in the middle. So hopefully that one won't croak on me. I've been dealing with a lot of plants that have been looking sad on me here lately. I don't know if it's just the switch of the weather or it could just be a me problem that I get so like I just start watering and then sometimes I'll just overwater and then the water sits at the bottom of the pot and you don't want it sitting there for too long. So I kind of just need to get used to just watering all the way through and then taking it out and emptying out the extra water at the bottom so that way my plants don't die. So I don't want them dying. I mean, I don't get them to kill them, you know. We get them to love them and sometimes we just overlove them. So, but that's because I'm the type that really I forget to water and a lot of the time. But when I do water, since they are in the catch pots, they just sit at the bottom and then the extra water just sits there as well. But yeah, that's pretty much all the dark plants that I have for you today. I do have a Hoya that I do want to show you. What is it called? Caudata. Someone grab that one real quick. Okay, so I did want to show you the caudata because I feel like, you know what, I don't have no Hoya in my plants for dark foliage. But this one right here is so gorgeous if you like dark foliage on Hoya. This one is very, very pretty. This one I did get from the Green Escape like I always do. This one does have a new baby coming out, so that makes me happy that it's finally starting to grow. But here is the Hoya caudata, I think it is. Well, I know that's what it is. I just don't know if I'm saying the name correctly. I always botch names on my plants. But I do love the dark, super, super dark leaves on these plants. They have this grungy type of look to the leaves as well that I really love. And it was one of the reasons why I wanted this Hoya as well. But that is one of my dark Hoya. I do have others and that I've actually shown on my videos before. And the Thomsonia is also another beautiful one. Okay, so now I'm done showing you all my dark plants that I wanted to show you for today, but I do want to show you some new plants that I did get in the other day. That day when I was recording, I just was not up to wanting to record. I was kind of forceful recording that day because I was so freaking exhausted from doing a lot of work around here for spring. I've been doing a lot of like spring cleaning type things, so I've been really tired every day. Although today I'm, you know, as long as it's early morning, I'm usually in a pretty good mood. And it was already like late afternoon. It was like around my crash time, 2 p.m., 3 p.m. by the time I got those plants in. But I want to show those to you and then I'll kind of just show clips of the unboxing here and there as I show you these plants. So I'm going to grab those really quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so let's take a look at these plants that I did receive a few days back, or this week. I can't remember what day it was. But I did get a few ferns. One of them did die in transit, which was my heartleaf fern, which sucks because I really wanted that one for here and indoors. These couple of ferns that I do have, I am going to put them outside eventually. I think I can already do it. It's been really warm outside lately, but I'm gonna hold out just for a second before I do because I don't want them to die, but I think they'll do fine. I don't know. Anyway, these two ferns that I did get them to put outside in some pots. I just love them because they're different from each other. They are both asparagus ferns. This one I actually found at Walmart. I should have never ordered from the Green Escape because these I found at Walmart for like $3.97 compared to what I bought it for in the Green Escape. So this is why I've kind of been holding out on wanting to buy plants through Etsy or anywhere else, because I feel like if they have them at a local store, you're going to get it way cheaper than if you order it online. Plus you have to pay shipping and all this other stuff, and it's just a lot more expensive when you can get them for $4 and compared to 15 or whatnot they charge you. And I did find a lot of these at Walmart. Oh, some of the things are falling off for $3.97. So yeah, this one I absolutely love it. It's really cute. I just love the greenery of the ferns, and that's mainly why I do like them. But there's the first one, and then here is the other fern that I did get. I love this one. This one's real fluffy. It feels fluffy. And you can see how it's got some new growth there because it's always lighter than the rest. But this one and the other, I'll kind of put them together in the same pot, just to see how they grow together. Hopefully they do well. But this one's also just another one that I did get for a pot outside. I'm not too sure if I'm going to bring this in when the season's over. It just depends on how big they get. But I might. So that way I can have them for next year. And it's also if I just don't forget, because I have a bad tendency of forgetting my plants outside when it gets cold. And I'm like, shoot. You know, last minute I'm like, crap, I forgot to bring my plants inside. And well, they die for the next season. So then I end up having to get some more. Which I found out these are very cheap here at my local store. So yeah, I should have just waited. That's why I've been waiting. I haven't been buying that many plants anymore. So this is my peperomia hope, I'm pretty sure is what it is. I've been wanting this one, but like I said, I haven't been having much luck with my peperomias. Anyways, it's a me thing. I know it is, and I need to quit letting them sit in water. That's all. So I have learned you can't let these do that. You cannot let these do that. These are sensitive to that. So anytime that you water these from what I'm seeing just need to be totally just drained all the way through and take out the extra water from their catch pot if you have them in a catch pot. But this one's gorgeous. I like this because this one's more of like a trailing peperomia, so I do hope this one does not croak on me or die and I don't kill it. But it is gorgeous. I love the round. I always love the round leaves of the peperomia so much, so I'm hoping that this one will do well for me. But that is the peperomia hope that I did get. And drum roll. We need a drum roll here. But this one is a Hoya that I've been wanting. This is the Hoya. What the heck is the name? It starts with a P. I know it does. Oh, it's a RHP. It's a Hawaiian. Let me get my phone. I'm going to have to look up the name. Okay, so here is my other plant that I did order. This is the Hoya pubicalix. I've been wanting a pubicalix, but I just wasn't... I didn't want the ones that the Green Escape was offering, so I kind of looked around and I ordered this one off of a different Etsy shop, and I love this plant because the leaves have that splash to it. Let's see if it's not blurry. It has a splashy leaf, and the flower is gorgeous. Like, oh my gosh, I will put the flower here on the screen so that way you're able to see that, but the flower is super dark. You guys, I love dark foliage. I love dark flowers. So the flower itself on this plant is a super dark, just a moody flower, and I absolutely love it. It's dark purple. So this one is called the Pubicalix RHP. It's the Hawaiian. I don't know what the rest is It's an Hawaiian type pubicalix. So the Pubicalix RHP is the name of this one, and it does have some gorgeous, gorgeous blooms. So I'm excited. I hope I can get this one to bloom so I can see those dark flowers, and I will be posting them if that ever happens, because you know. Gorgeous, gorgeous plant. I absolutely love it. It's bigger than I expected it to be, and healthy, healthy. So I need to get this one a trellis, so I'll be probably ordering some more trellises because I have one. It's a round trellis, but I kind of want the U-shaped, and I was looking for them in bamboo, but I might just order some acrylics and put one in there. It's just the acrylics that I order are kind of big, but I mean, this is kind of big anyway, so my thing is, like, if I put it in here, it's not gonna hold and it's gonna flop over. So I think I'm trying just to wait until I just repot this one before I actually put it on something. But I know once I do, I'm probably going to get some more growth from it. Or, it, you know, could be the opposite because they like to be wrapped a certain way. So we'll see about that. But these are the plants that I did receive in my order. Like I said, I'm not trying to order a whole bunch of stuff right now. I actually don't even have any kind of orders out right now. I'm proud of myself. I pat myself on the back. I haven't ordered anything. As far as like indoor plants and stuff. I have bought some plants for my outdoor pots and stuff, and I mean, come on, we're in spring, it's that time, and I will be putting these out in pots as well, like I said before, for the spring, because I think they're so gorgeous. And then I do have a lot of gardening and stuff that I will be starting to do at the end of April. I will need to put my tomatoes and all my stuff out in my garden. So I'm just getting that prepared for that and getting ready. So, but yeah, that was it for today, you guys. I hope that you did enjoy this video and enjoyed all the plants that I did show you today. And if there's any of these plants that interested you and you may want to check them out, they do carry them a lot at the Green Escape. They may be out of a lot of them as well, but I hope that you're able to find them. And I hope that you enjoy them just as much as I do. And you guys, I will see you in my next video. If you are not subscribed and you do enjoy my content, feel free to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, y'all.